Weekly chart here for HIMS ended the week 64.65, up around $6 and some change from Thursday's trading session. You can see here on the weekly chart, just a nice four candle run in here, just all straight green up to what's now going to be this upper trend line here that we just created 65, 66. That's going to be the mark in here that we're going to be watching. It looks like everything kind of tanked in after hours on Friday. So that's going to be another thing we're going to monitor, right? Because you had that Moody's downgrade, but you also have talks of a ceasefire and a deal coming in with between Ukraine and Russia as well. So we could get a lot of volatility in here, and we could basically make up all those gains that we lost pre-market on Friday. But obviously, we'll have to kind of wait and see. But overall, probably a little bit of a gap down. And we're just going to keep an eye on that 65, 66 range up here. You can see our lower trend line that we had created. This has been sitting here for a while, and basically we just kind of ran right off of that in here. So that is good as far as a nice support for us, but we got to wait and see. Are we going to respect the 65, 66 range in here going forward? That's going to be kind of the big issue that we're going to be watching in here. Support wise on the weekly, what are we looking at? Well, it's going to be 58. And then below there, we're looking all the way down at this 46. But if we can kind of go in tighter here to the daily chart, you can see that we are overbought. So a little pullback would be needed. This right around here, this $58 range is going to be a good area for us just because there was a little bit of resistance here. You have this 9-day EMA trading at 55. And also, it looks like you might have a little hiccup here at the 52s, 53s, and then the 48s before you come all the way down here to this $46 range. So that's kind of the areas that we are going to be watching. I'm going to go to the 30-minute chart here so you can see exactly what happened here. During the day and then and aftermarket as well. So just that huge pop at the beginning of the day, obviously a nice pullback in here, and then that big run up, especially towards the end of the day with that last 30-minute candle, had about $1.80 change in there from low to high. And then obviously aftermarket, you had the whole market basically do this right here where it just kind of pull back. So we're going to kind of hold off and see what's going to happen in here on a Monday, because it's all going to come down to news base, right? So even though we're oversold, overbought on the RSI for the weekly, overbought on the RSI from the daily. News is going to control this thing 100%, but 65, 66, that's going to be the range we're watching here. And then right here, we're looking at that $58 mark. So what actually happened? Why did HIMS kind of pop like this in the past 4 weeks or so? Well, because basically subscriber base grew to about 2.4 million. So that's almost 40%. And then the average revenue per user also increased over 50%. So you got an average around $84. So every user that is subscribed to HIMS is paying right around $84. So it's good overall forecast and things like that. That's why you had this big pop in here for the last 4 weeks, especially these last 3 weeks with all of the big run up and things like that as we're getting up in here to the 65, $66 range. So again, on the weekly chart, that is kind of what we're looking at here. We'll wait to see what is seen here, and we'll take it day by day in here for him since the volatility is so high. Oh, and that's right. Sorry. Speaking of volatility, that's kind of what I always end these videos with. IV ranking here is at 60, so huge IV in here, right around a $9 expected move by Friday. The following Friday, right around a $12 expected move. You go all the way out to your January monthly cycle, right around an $18 expected move in there. So huge IV in here. We'll see what happens as we open up the week in here coming up on Monday. All right, guys, if you like this video about HIMS, be sure to check us out on all of our social media. We have a Discord service if you are interested, and you can find all of those socials in our description below.